Good evening and welcome to the program Web Watch on Flip TV. Today is another day, the 2nd of November, 2021. Sorry, 2022.
2022. God, I beg. When 2020 don't finish, this is 2021.
Yes, as usual, we will discuss and look at top reports online, and we have a talk about it. And with me, I have wonderful people. My name is Christian Chuku, and I have.
My name is Zubi Glad.
Hi, I'm Ademi Adela. Welcome to Web Watch.
My name is Olami.
Okay, our headline. Our headline this evening. The popular Mommy Gio, she said she was in a revelation, and she got to see that 7 churches in Nigeria that will not make heaven. I think let me read it out. We're going to be looking at that, and a policewoman that was brutalized. Video online, a policewoman brutalized by her senior. She alleged that the guy said that she should marry her.
Yes, the guy asked her out.
The women in this
And
world,
she said she's married.
they are facing so much challenges. Yes. Okay, there's a man of God, a prophet that told Davido and the lover, that is Chioma, that they should bring the child to his church.
Yes, that he shouldn't bury
That he
the
plans on raising the child to life. And so many other reports that we have. Some other things here. But there's a breaking news. Gunmen kidnapped 39 children in Katsina State. In a farm. I think that's the state of.
BC, are you watching?
This is not what
BC, who is BC?
we spoke this
Allow
afternoon.
BC now. She was posted to Katsina State.
Katsina State.
Okay.
And she was supposed to leave today. Can't pop
No, she said she'll leave tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. And then they've
Wow.
already kidnapped. God, I beg.
You hear that business?
I thought I would just
She don't get mind for that kind of thing. No. If that kind of thing happen, you get us to be okay. We are looking at also that Fenifere. We have Ayo Adebanjo. All this what we discuss now. Ladies now, they don't enter politics now.
You see?
They don't sabi politics.
I've been
Unlike before, we be saying now small.
Yes.
It's good to know what's happening around you.
you.
Yes,
Very, very important.
yes.
Okay, I would like to start with the church. Let me read it out. Mommy Gio. You see, when it comes to churches preaching the right gospel and whose members are living a life of holiness, certain ministries easily come to mind. Yes, Mommy Gio said that she said the rapture has taken place and that no members of 7 well-known Pentecostal congregations had
Wait,
entered.
the rapture have already taken place.
No, she was in a revelation.
Okay.
The rapture took place. I don't know if you can
I was
explain for.
wondering
You can explain for.
If the rapture after we are
who?
here. I would have.
Can blame Olamide.
For who? I will explain for you.
So he said the churches are. Let me read. The Redeemed Christian Church of God, Deeper Life, Winners Chapel, Christ Embassy, Jehovah's Witness, and Celestial MFM and Celestial Church of God. He said
They
even
didn't make heaven.
yeah, they did no member from that place made heaven. He said even the Sele one is even worse. He did not even hear sound of trumpet. So there was a time she trended and she said so many things.
She's not more trending. Like she's just.
Maybe she's
See,
trying to come back.
yes, she wants
She
to
just
trend.
want attention
She
again.
wants
Just
to
public
trend, that's
attention.
right.
That's it.
But funny enough, some people believe what she's saying.
She has
Calling
members in
people.
her
Like,
church.
she wear this kind of clothes for Nigeria's church.
You're a devil.
Exactly.
You don't even. You don't even
A whole
cross
deeper
it.
life. Nobody.
Nobody, even Pastor Kumu, he did not make heaven. This woman said, "Fear God."
No, that woman even feels good at all.
Fear God.
Man, the para.
Even that the boy no make heaven. Hey, God, I beg.
That your devil no make heaven. Who go make heaven?
I don't know this kind of thing.
If that they're never don't make heaven, you're not sure for me.
Even select people with all the whites. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Not even one person from this church is made heaven.
See,
I
the
think
woman
she's
is
just just chasing clout. She's
Oh,
trying
yes,
to-
yes,
exactly.
yes,
Most
yes.
people do that online, social media. They just want to be
That's
popular.
That's why she targeted all those big churches just to get.
So when you hear now, people are
People
interested.
react.
I imagine this
Trust
man
him,
for
Pastor
revelation.
Pastor Chris don't make heaven.
Yeah.
All those kind of things.
Pastor Kumi.
She can't increase the volume. She can't say, "Select." They don't even
You don't hear
hear.
trumpets.
They don't even- And then even hear the trumpet, I turn out to go say they won't go heaven.
All of you should just pack yourself to
But I don't think that's a yardstick for what she's saying. I don't think. But people attend her church now.
Some
People attend her
people
church.
believe in what
She
she
has
says.
like more than 100
So
people.
people in
That,
our church made heaven a dream. Wow.
no, at least
There was a time
like
she said that footballers will not make heaven. Have you guys forgotten what she
And
said?
people who play their hair or something. People use attachment. All this
and
kind
people
of
like
stuff.
Jola the head. She does.
Like she fry her hair
Yes.
now.
As she fry her hair now, she's a candidate of
No, I'm not
somewhere
a
else.
candidate of somewhere else. Because I'm a candidate of heaven.
According to Mommy Gio now.
Okay, let's look at Davido. There's a pastor. He said that they need to bring the boy to his church. He called the place Solution Ground. That when you bring the boy to that place, he will raise the boy.
resurrect the boy. God.
If you are the two lovers, will you?
Two lovers.
Well, me, I
By
don't
this
know,
time,
Jerry.
you see, the baby has already been buried by now. So we have moved on already. It's not even about taking the child to somewhere else. He would have been buried by now if I was Davido.
it's not about bringing the boy to the church that will make it like you pray. It's faith. It's faith.
But
Yeah.
Nigerians have been advising the woman
To do what?
to the Adeleke that Davido,
take
they
the
should
boy
take
to
the
them.
boy.
I
At least
think they should
he doesn't lose anything.
I think
He's
they
not going to
should
lose anything.
It's not about losing
So if the
anything.
man
I
is
think
unable to like
See,
raise the
He
boy
doesn't
up,
lose anything. There's nothing he's
See,
losing.
nothing is going to happen to Davido's family. What has happened. They should bury the boy and move on with their life and leave
he said
the
the boy
rubbish
is a
pastor.
destiny child.
If the pastor had seen this thing, he should have prayed on their behalf and maybe fasted. Just do it on a low key. You can't come outside. You can't go to the social media and broadcast that I have a problem. I should come to you. When you can actually call my number,
that's
you
one of
can
my
DM
problem
me.
with this
So it is just
people.
nonsense.
Even if
It's
that,
just
even if
total
God has told you that you
nonsense.
should pray that you're going to resurrect this guy, you don't need to come to social media to come and announce it.
That is it.
You could have just done it and then it would be
Just
like,
do it on
Ifa
the
is
low.
alive. Then
Something like that. So
You have
they're
to come
just
to
chasing clout.
why is everybody small thing, social media,
Social
anything,
media.
social media? What is
So
it?
I don't see anything in it. I don't see anything.
I looked at the comments. When I looked at the story comments, like 80% of those there said they should go to church.
Go to where?
To the church. To church now.
They will now
Chema
tell
took
him
the boy
that.
to
Okay,
church now when
okay,
he
if they now go
died
to the
now.
church and they will not
Yeah,
tell him
she-
that one great grandmother
He's the one
is
that
the one doing.
that's
He will now
exactly-
scatter out the whole
that's
family.
exactly.
They should just accept
Or
their
you
fate.
probably not tell the video that.
Maybe one of
He's
the
a
baby
baby
mamas.
No, it's Chioma that's kidding.
Or you
No,
will
I
say
mean-
it's Chioma that has done something
all
that
the
she's
all
not
the while
supposed
that
to
they've
do.
not
You
been
should,
together, that the guy was alive.
Mhm.
You know, anything.
Some of
can
these
go.
churches are saying that Nigerians are gullible. Like,
See,
very-
that's just it. That's the truth.
Very,
Like it's
very.
very, very true.
They believe so much in prophets. I mean, very,
So
very,
much.
very, very
Forgetting
annoying.
that you're a prophet of your life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Davido
Very-
should do what he wants to do. Anything that you should follow his instinct. Just do it. He's a man. Nobody should decide for him. He should just decide for himself.
Anybody
Bury
can
the
raise
guy and
anybody
just
from
move
the
on.
dead, provided you're a child of God. You just faith. Have faith in God.
For over 48 hours
Have
dead.
faith.
Yeah.
48
Anybody
hours
can do
dead.
anything. You just faith.
Yeah, I believe in God that God can.
I even heard that even before they took
Like,
the child out
anybody
of the
can-
swimming pool, he had already gone. So
Before they
he
even
was
took
like
the
brought
child
in
to the
the
hospital.
hospital. He was gone already. So it's not about see, this thing don't happen. Maybe we just move on.
If you're
You
watching
just
us
allow
here,
them to rest.
Chasing
Yeah.
cloud. Stop using these Davido's affair.
Anything that happened,
to
like
just say
people will
any
just
rubbish.
come. You want that man? Nobody knew who he was until
Nobody
now.
knew
He
him.
just wants to make himself now his church
Now
to be
we have
popular.
And some people will now start running to his church
church.
now.
yeah, because
Some
of
people
that
start
thing,
running to his
yeah,
church.
that's
Solution ground.
that's
And it's mostly women. Girls.
Exactly. Mostly women.
why is it that women are well?
They're always
Because
looking
they are
for
Because they are
miracle
emotional.
bodies.
To some
It's
extent,
not
they are
about- no,
emotional.
This is not emotional stuff or anything. It's about being stupid.
And of course, it's not all
if
women.
So you know
know how
women
to
are
communicate, if you know how to communicate with God, there's this
I wanna be
relationship
looking
you can
for-
have with
looking
God,
for
and then
miracle
God will
up
answer
and
your prayer
down.
in
Me
just
personally,
in your
that's why I believe I can
Oh, that's
communicate with God directly.
Exactly.
God has given me mouth and He has given me brain.
Exactly.
And there's scripture there. Just open it, then figure
God
it
has
out,
given us
read
a
it.
free access to Him already. So
Yeah.
why are we
Looking
to
for
it?
prophets are up and
So
down.
that's
Of course, you just do what He wants to do and just move on with His life. It's happened.
And they will so
That is
depend
life.
their lives on this
On prophets. As if your life is tied
My
to them.
prophet said. My prophet said.
Something like that.
And most of these women,
Then what did
most of-
God say?
Most of the women in Nigeria, their marriages crash
Crash
down
because of
prophets.
what prophet said.
What prophet said. My
That's it.
prophet said my husband is this, my husband. No, you can pray in your room.
Pray,
can believe
pray in
God.
your room.
Believe
Pray
God
by
for yourself.
yourself.
Believe
Have you
God.
had an encounter with the prophet before?
I've
I
had
can-
encounters like
You fast, Abi?
Eh?
You fast and pray.
no.
Fast over once.
They actually it came to my mom and told and my mom is this person that does not even like believe in prophets. She believes once she prays and she hears like what and God told her like, oh, this is what you should do. She will do that. But this man came to her, I was like, she was just looking at she knows she will not do it. Like you have to buy this. When she heard you have to buy, she was just smiling like, I'm not going to buy anything. If God tell me that okay, this is what is about to happen, I'll pray about it. I know what to do.
I during my school days, in my ND days, I don't even know where she was headed. Then Pia, someone in my room, just interviewed. She was just talking rubbish. That was just talking nonsense. As a matter of fact, that me,
A man of God.
It's one lady that says she's a
Prophetess.
prophet or prophetess, whatever. She just sat down. I don't even know how she managed to sit. She just sat down and looked at me. You will marry early.
Oh,
I said, okay. Then she started talking. But you have to fast and pray. I don't understand. I walked her out, like seriously. I walked her out.
You walked her out of your room.
Of my room, yes.
If
So
you
that
give
they
them
stand
the
up and go.
attention.
You do even know why I don't even like
I should pray for 7
They
days.
can't
Stop
even
waiting.
stop me on the road and start telling me because this prophet
Fast
don't
and
see
pray for 7
they
days.
don't see
Stop
good
waiting.
things. They only tell you negative
Evil.
side.
That's
They will
the
never
part.
say, you will be great in life.
They always
You
say you
will
something
be
bad is
successful. They will
happening.
say something bad is about to happen. You will now
Exactly.
be
See,
scared
do
and
you know
afraid.
what annoys me?
That's
They will
just
not call
it.
your phone number. So don't as if I don't know my phone number. Don't tell me it. Why will you tell me my phone number? Anybody can get anybody's phone number anywhere.
Of course.
You understand? This is
Anybody
social
can get
media
anybody's
age.
name
We
from
always
anywhere.
appear here on this live show and we do call our names. Anybody can watch this program and now see me on there and say,
They
your
not
name
tell
is
you-
Zubi.
I know my name is Zubi.
I don't understand, like for real. Really?
No.
No.
That's not how-
The Bible says in the last days I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Upon all flesh. And my sons and daughters shall prophesy. So it's not about prophets. I can prophesy as well.
Of course.
They have the spirit of discernment. You will know who is fake
And who is real, honestly.
That's
Very, very
it.
important.
And at times, if God wants to communicate with you, at times you can dream. You can have the kind of
Yes,
dream.
now, you
So
say,
that's
our
just
young
the way at
ones
Some
are
people
times.
will
this
still
dream.
dream. They will still dream this dream instead of them to ask God and pray to God. or
Just
fast
pray to
about it,
God.
They will still go and
They
meet
now
their
run.
prophet.
And the prophet will now interpret the dream according to his own discernment. But you are the one experiencing this thing in your life. You'll be able to say, okay, I did this thing. Okay, this thing is like connected together. Okay, I've done this bad thing before. Then you just pray and just tell God,
Fast
God,
about it.
everything that is good
There's
there.
no how you need a spiritual person.
Of course,
Yes,
you will
of
need-
course,
That's why I
of
said
course,
you should have.
of course.
People should
That is
have
why I see.
spirit of discernment.
See, like, I don't know. Even in the Bible, let's talk about the Old Testament a little bit.
Okay.
The children of Israel, like, they had a man of God, right? To everyone is called, like, we all call, like, how would I put it? You have a man of God over your life, not men of God over your life. That's where the problem is coming from. Some people will have in terms of seeing road for me, as if you're blind. This is the one that used to see road
This is
for
one
me.
for marriage.
You know, actually,
This is one for school.
you
This is one
understand?
for this.
I asked someone one day.
Why?
We were having a program in my
Who
church.
are God
I
people?
invited somebody for a church program. The person asked me, do your reverend see? I say he's not blind.
Thank you
I
very
don't say
much.
he's
You
not
are
blind.
wise.
Not blind.
Why will you
He's
ask
not
me if
blind.
he see? What exactly are you looking for?
How would you know truly if he sees? You say this is what he told you. That I saw this. Where's the
Pentecostal
evidence?
church, there is this lady that was trying to go, like, I think she fell into a trance or something like that. So she was trying to give a message. My pastor was like, shut up. Shut up.
What's the name of the church?
Pentecostal church, Solomon Pentecostal ministry. Like, shut up. Go and sit down. And she actually went. You don't understand. She went
and
straight
sat down.
and sat down.
Remember what happened, like,
Hey,
when
shut
when
up.
when the disciples were moving. Remember that girl that had a foul spirit, but the parents were using her to make money.
Exactly.
But the thing she was seeing was real. Her prophecies were okay, but she was inspired of the devil. You get, so a lot of things are happening. Just that people should just,
That's why you should.
especially young girls, those one looking for marriage
They
up
should
and down.
create relationships.
They will not
This
tell
is
you
very
that you should go and click on one man. You'll not be doing.
Yeah.
God, I beg, help us in this generation.
And the funniest part is that there are some people that will be in a relationship. Their boyfriends or their husband will be beating them. Their pastor will tell them, pray about
Pray.
it. What is there to pray about?
Stay
Someone
there.
even
Stay
told me
there,
something.
really.
He said his pastor said him and his girlfriend, they don't have a matching spirit or something, that they are those compatible. The girl went on to marry the pastor's son. Pastor's first son.
I've been
Like
since you said that me and my boyfriend were not, let me marry your son.
the
Let
son
them
now
be.
the son now married the girl. It was not like are these people whining me? So I'm not compatible, but your son is now compatible with my own girlfriend. No.
Okay, let's move to the reality in Lagos now. Things is not. Dollar is now 8.75 now.
Is it 875 or
Yeah,
830 something?
8.75.
875.
Yeah, dollar is 8.75.
Very
So
good, very good, very
one,
good. Very good.
sorry, naira to $1.
Naira to dollar.
While pound is 915 naira.
God.
Kuwait dinar will now be maybe around 1,500 or so.
Amazing.
And is and we are getting close to the end of the year.
Of
and,
course.
things always go
Before
up.
the end of the year, to enter
I
1,000.
just imagine.
That I'm
Now
certain
money
of.
does not have value.
At all, Nigerian currency, no
Doesn't.
value at all.
Now if you go to the market, the money you have that used to be big during January.
Yes.
Now you will just see that it doesn't have value. Most people have not realized that money don't have value. They are just thinking that people are suffering. Money now doesn't have value. Like a car that they used to sell for like 700,000, now they sell it for like 4 million, 5 million.
Of course.
Everything is just turning around. That's why we need people to be awake at this point in time.
Yeah.
Don't be so some people are hypocrites.
Don't be so carried away by the things that flash on your faces.
Now if you sell this one, you are not selling, you are selling your generation.
You are not selling your goods, you are selling your children's generation. I heard that the debt that Nigeria is in now, maybe Nigeria asked for a loan or something. They said Nigeria will refund maybe China or one other country like that for 40 years. 40 years span. So that means like 40 years of our lives like this.
Yeah, no,
We'll
yeah,
pay
it's
the
already,
tax,
already.
And the country will keep on paying that debt even after those people's debt.
And all this
Because
is
I'm not
just
sure
in 8 years,
if you should
though.
add,
Just in
you can't
7
see, it's not even
years.
possible for the likes of Tinubu or Atiku. If you add 40 years to their current age,
They can't
it's
be
very,
alive
very
again.
slim chances that they will still be alive.
Still,
by then.
they are even richer than Nigeria.
Can you see?
When they get there, they amass more wealth.
And they are still embezzling money.
And you see
And they
people,
don't even care.
The loan they collected, what did they use?
poor people that are impoverished, still following them.
It's because they are not spending naira. They have dollar accounts. So all these things. it
Like
doesn't shake them at all.
Shegumi said that this one that they want to resign naira now, the kidnappers will be collecting
They'll be
dollars.
collecting
And
dollars.
it's the truth. It's true now.
Be collecting dollars.
Collecting
Person not gonna
dollars,
get dollar
yeah.
and call.
You go find
You go find
the dollar. Even now, if they kidnap you, now if you watch one video, they kidnapped one guy. They used the knife. It was now as if you are creating a line in the
his
back.
body.
In the back,
And they caught the guy.
the line they did is more than like 60.
Oh, Jesus.
The guy was crying. You see his white blood cells.
Please.
White blood cells.
Please.
The lady, they flogged the lady.
Please, it's okay. I don't know. I'm feeling bad about this. Please.
No, that's the reality. That's the reality. Because one thing there's one thing about meditation. In your life, every day, if you don't meditate, you will not know what is happening.
Disconnected from
around you.
reality.
You think you are living a life.
illusion.
You just need like 2 hours or 1 hour. Just sit down and just meditate.
Not 30 minutes. Just
Meditate,
like,
come to
yeah,
terms with
what-
reality.
What is happening?
There's a video you see some of these guys see the ammunition. Did you see that video? Like thousands in the bush, thousands of ammunition. I think they are ready for war. Like this Fulani headsmen kind of people. There's a video, thousands preparing for war, and we are there. We think nothing is happening.
Honestly, I don't know the phase we are in right now. I may not really understand anything, but I think that the end is just very, very close.
Very close.
Honestly,
Very close.
Because things that are happening now.
What can Nigerians do at this point in time?
What Nigerians can do, what
Like
Nigerians
like
can
Daddy
do.
Adeboye said that we should pray.
See, prayer is
No,
I'm not saying wait.
For
I'm not saying
protection.
we shouldn't pray.
Honestly.
But walking and praying walk side by side like this.
Exactly.
If you are praying and you are not walking, F9. If you are walking and you are not praying, that one too will not
Like
work.
the case I
So
told
walking
you
and praying is just
yesterday,
side by
that
side.
lady that she was going to school to Unsuka, that she boarded the plane.
Mhm.
When she got to the airport, that she was going back to school, they kidnapped her.
No, she boarded flight from Lagos to
From
Enugu.
Lagos to Enugu.
Then from Enugu to Soka, she was
She
kidnapped.
was
No,
kidnapped.
that Enugu is a death trap. That Enugu.
She boarded
These
plane to
herdsmen
prevent
have surrounded that
being
area.
kidnapped.
And then she was not kidnapped.
There's this guy, Ebo Media. That guy does. He goes to places. He documents places. He's based in the southeast. He got wonderful jobs he's done. Through that area, he was going through. He was kidnapped, and they killed the guy.
Oh, damn.
Oh, they've killed that guy.
Ebo. That is Ebo Media. The guy owns Ebo Media. He does documentaries. Just like that.
Honestly, at this point,
And you see the police just say there's no. The
There's
other time
nothing.
they say there's no cause for camp. People are dying. There's no cause for calm.
See, the
Nothing's
thing is
happening.
that their paymasters don't feel this thing. They are running dollar accounts, so they are not feeling.
It's annoying.
They're not feeling this brunt of this harsh economy.
Waste,
We are the ones feeling it.
lives are being wasted. Families are
Yeah,
No,
crying.
there are some stupid and
And-
idiotic people that are still supporting this ruling
This,
government.
honestly
That is
speaking,
what baffles
like,
me
why
most.
are they like? Should I say
Like,
they,
how
say they are just
stupid can
heartless?
someone still be? They made dollar for 196 naira, and dollar is almost 1,000.
Almost
it's
1,000.
not.
That means everybody is now
Just be
poorer.
watching.
As at then,
By
if you
the
have 1 million
weekend, if you
naira,
get to 900,
that 1 million naira now would be worth nothing.
that guy that the EFCC arrested, that they took is that 610,000.
Yeah.
If you convert that $610,000 to naira,
naira.
you know what it is. Over 600 billion.
In
See,
Kogi
just
State.
1,000.
In Kogi State.
God, please help your people. Honestly, I just feel that since this our present government and those in authorities are just so selfish that they only care about themselves and not the people that they are ruling. I still think that we need to pray, because prayer will help us, honestly.
See,
because
me,
there's
I
nothing we
don't.
can do at this point.
See,
Even
me,
if-
I don't
even
really
if we
believe in
talk,
that
talk,
one.
talk, talk,
Me,
even if we talk,
what
talk,
I believe is
we
that
cannot-
what
there's
I
nothing
believe
we've
is
not
that
done, honestly
heaven,
speaking.
see, heaven will not help anybody that cannot first of all help himself. You first of all
You
try
pray,
and
you pray
stand.
for your own protection.
You first of all
first,
try
bro.
to stand up.
Pray for
Before
your
someone will now
protection
say,
and
okay, this
your-
person is
honestly.
trying, let me assist this person. You are trying to lift up yourself. God will now say, okay, let me lift you too as well. But if you sit down and say, God, please lift him, you are not trying to stand up. No. Okay, let's come to reality now. You are trying to get a job, but you are not leaving your room. You are not putting calls, and you are fasting and praying. You will never get any job. The only job you can get is maybe you should go to the church and be preaching. That's the only thing. You can't even get the job because you didn't leave your house. You first of all see,
preaching is not
wait,
easy, bro.
see, you can't even get that preaching job because you didn't leave your house. You didn't put calls to anybody. You didn't write you didn't do your CV. You are not communicating. You need to go out of you need to try and first of all solve your problem, because before God will now try to solve it. Linking with Nigeria now. If people keep staying inside their house, they say, oh, I've prayed for Peter Obi, he will win. I've prayed for Atiku, he will win. I'm not voting that day. My conscience is in two places. Nigeria would never be okay. People should come outside on that day and defend their votes. If Nigeria would be fine. All our mothers and our sisters, everybody, this thing is not excluded of all these ladies and the female gender entirely. Everybody should come outside, stand that day. Like, it depends on our future.
People
The
are
next
really-
8 years, 8 years is long ago.
Very long.
Add 8 years to your age now.
Hey.
You'll be around maybe 30 something by then. You'll be looking 40 ahead, 40 like this ahead. So 8 years is very, very long. Everybody should come outside. If you have PVCs, drag everybody in your house. Let's go to the polling unit. Stand.
You can't
If
put,
everybody
you can't put gun on their head.
okay, let's say Ogba. If everybody around Ogba come outside, let's say 90% of Ogba come to the polling unit to vote.
It's just rich.
See, the amount of area boys that are in Ogba, they can't outnumber those voters. So it is not possible. Everybody stand there. If we stand, they can't do anything there unless they will start killing everybody with guns.
Have mind.
So that is it. We need to have mind now. If people say if Nigeria will be okay, some people will die. That is the reality of it.
Of course, yes.
Before South Africa was okay, like before South Africa,
We need to
stopped all this
sacrifice our
apartheid,
lives.
some
for
people will sacrifice their
our-
lives. It's normal.
Yeah, I'm ready to
End
sacrifice
SARS,
my
some
life.
people died. So
I don't care.
that's just it.
I don't
If
care.
you are not ready to
Because
lose
people are
some things,
dying every day
there's no way we
already.
can break away from this
People
thing.
are
That's
dying
it.
every
Honestly.
day.
That's it, though.
Every day.
People are dying every day.
See, the reason why some people wouldn't want to do it because of
Because fear. They don't want to die.
for
Fear
the
of
sake
what?
of their life, security.
Security.
That
Who
is-
won't die?
Security is not even
That is
secured
cowardice.
anymore.
That's
See,
cowardice.
that is big cowardice.
Because there is no
Big
security
one.
whatsoever in this
Just
country.
They can never be. Security is not for us.
And
It's
I-
for the ruling
It's
class.
for the ruling class, exactly. And I'm getting
That's why you
annoyed.
need to pray to God to guide
To
us.
guide the
that,
world.
that don't
That
have,
means we are
that
not
don't have
angry enough.
security.
South
And I'm
Africans
getting
didn't pray to
annoyed.
God. They came outside. They were shooting them with guns. They were using stones to fight
Can
back.
I ask you something?
Now,
Can I
see,
ask you
many of
something?
them died.
If there is war in this Ogba, where would you be? Would you come outside?
Wait,
Would you,
first.
no, I know
Wait.
it's a question, right?
Wait, let me
don't
ask
need to-
you.
don't-
Wait,
don't-
let me ask you.
It's
See,
just simple.
if I
Like,
don't
if
come
there is
outside,
war
that
in-
means I'm a coward. That means I'm not angry enough.
that's
Okay, wait.
the-
What
see,
if I
you're
don't come
you're
outside
asking me
and
because-
they come inside and kill me?
I'm asking
What will I do?
if there is no, it's a yes or no answer.
Yes.
If there is war, let's
Yes.
say there is
If there is
coerce
war
in
in
Ogba,
Ogba,
would you come outside or would you hide for your own safety?
I will come outside.
Are you sure about that?
I will come outside.
You know, not
See,
everybody will take like
see,
it. First of all, I'm not going to come
Wait.
outside, and that's the truth.
If you don't come
I'll
outside,
guide my life. First
what
of
if
all,
you don't come outside? Is either you die trying to defend yourself, or they enter inside your room and
Of
come
course,
and
they are
kill
going
you
to go from house to house.
If they go from house to
But I'll
house,
try to
then you will
protect
just
myself.
see.
How? Inside
And
the
that-
house?
and
inside
that's
the house?
truth. I will try to protect myself.
It is when
because
people are together.
my head
Okay,
is very, very
during the
important.
lockdown, when they were these 1 million boys, why didn't we stay in our houses and say I'll protect myself from inside? No, people came inside
People came
on
out
the streets.
on watch.
We were able to defeat the people. It was then I knew that even police safe, when the people are ready to protect themselves, police should just go and rest. They should go and sleep. When people are ready to protect themselves against anything.
welcome.
See, we are not angry enough.
I just pray. Like,
That's just it. We are not angry enough.
During the COVID-19 lockdown, down to the NSAS era, the kind of energy that our people
That the youth had there.
had, if they can enforce the same energy in this coming election, higher. No wonder in the Bible, I love to talk about scriptures a lot. When the people were building the Tower of Babel, right? That's what they call. You know, even God said, these people, there's nothing that they've imagined in their hearts to do that will be restrained from them. Because their plan was, we'll build it, it will get to heaven. You know, and with one force, with one mind, and until God said, no, if I don't scatter these people, they will achieve this thing that they wanted to do. So, in the sense that, what I'm saying is, if our people can put out the same energy that was there during NSAS. Oh, well, come on now. There's nothing that we cannot, anything that we've imagined will accomplish it. Just that our people used to say, Ndekwe.
Yeah, there's division amongst.
That's what is killing us.
You have people that really don't want progress for their generation. They don't want progress for their lives.
How much more the Northerners? The Northerners that is even, they only know themselves. They don't even care about any other person that is not a Northerner.
It's not happening to only Yoruba.
You understand?
But it's not happening to the ruling class.
It's
only like
only
it's
the
only
poor
us, only the
citizens.
poor masses.
Yeah,
Citizens
that
that is
are
happening to.
affected.
And
then
It's already happening to the ruling class.
How
Because
is it happening
if
to them?
you are looking for somebody that you're going to kidnap, and you see money, you see you and I.
Most of the major ruling class, their families are not
They're
even
not
in Nigeria
here.
at all.
Today, Akwa Ibom, I think is it permanent secretary was kidnapped today.
Permanent secretary. I'm
Akwa
talking
Ibom.
about senators,
No, that one service part
business
of the,
owners
is
in
part
Nigeria,
of
like
ruling class.
Tolu and the likes.
All
Like
those are no, you
Dangote, all
can't
those
touch them for
ones.
now.
See, they are the ones ruling this country. Tinubu did maybe is it one seminar or something or conference this he did maybe yesterday or day before yesterday. I think TVC went there. TVC was the only channel that went there to cover the event, and there were dignitaries there, people like Dangote, Tony Elumelu, yes, and the like. Tony Elumelu, the owner of Arise TV, was there as well, but they didn't come with their camera to take everything. So what am I trying to say from that?
With this thing, sorry to cut it short. With this thing now, if he becomes president, how would we?
See, he's telling those people once he buys their idea, once those people align with Tinubu's idea,
they would bring the president is powerful.
They will use to bribe the people.
You can do and
And
undo.
people
So
will vote
if
for
he
them.
has this kind of mindset and he's showing us this character, if he becomes president, that means you don't send anybody.
If he becomes president, see, forget it. Nigeria is going down the drain.
Down. Look at where we are already.
If he had ideas, why didn't he give Buhari idea? Why is Nigeria?
See, this is very, very simple. This is very, very simple. Like, it's not. See, can anybody use mirror to look at wristwatch on his hand?
Imagine.
This is just something that you're seeing. Like, it's just so clear. And still, some people, it's not as if they don't know. And that's the truth. Because most people that are supporting these people, that are problems, it's not as if they don't know that these people are the problem that we have. Still, they are supporting them. They know. But probably because of what they want to get from them. Excuse you. And see, some of these politicians or these prominent people in Nigeria, they know that I'm not supposed to be supporting this person. If this person gets into power, things will be worse. You understand? But then, because they've made them promises, if I enter there, I'm going to give you this position.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you understand? And then
personal
aggrandizement,
personal gains,
selfish interest. That
mind
is
you, see, you're not going to live forever. That position you're about to take, probably in the next few years, you just pass away, and then your children will suffer it.
Of course, they're not taking.
It's not a curse, but that's just the truth. Death awaits everybody, provided that Jesus Christ tarries, whatever. Death awaits every single person. Everybody will die one day, but then you want to, because of present satisfaction, really? No, let's open our eyes. Let's wisen up. Things don't pass this level. Dollar 875 naira per dollar. Sorry, naira to dollar. No, that's too bad. In a country like Nigeria.
The reality of it is that when you want people,
this year it was 300 something.
When you want, when you want people that this place they are heading to is destruction, is not good, and they insist, I will now assist them very well. Destroy yourself. Once now, I will not tell you. Didn't I tell you? See, this dollar is still going to maybe 1,200. If you
But
can
they
enter
just- but they
1,500
just- but they
before
just-
election time. So maybe those people that are still supporting the ruling class now, they can get so very angry before then. Maybe everything should just keep going down the drain. So by the time it gets to 1,005, that a bag of rice become like 80,000 naira.
You don't even say that.
Then,
That's so
see,
bad.
okay.
See,
Nobody-
there's
nobody
something.
go marry you.
Wait, see,
I
there are
want to
sometimes.
marry. It's only the
See,
weak.
if some things don't get damaged to a certain
No,
extent,
you can still get.
some
you
people
can still
won't
get
get
married
angry.
now.
Get
Let it
married
reduce
with how many
like
bags
that.
of
One
rice?
bag of rice,
With
80,000
your
Naira.
fellow poor.
Just
For
enter church and
Nigeria.
let them bless you and just go.
You
That's
just share
very
garri
simple
with them.
thing.
You can imagine.
So
You
let's
remember
say-
You
let's
sure
just
say you
keep
go
going
marry
like
for
this.
this kind of economy like this?
Marry,
Marry
waiting.
how?
When
Like,
I
that
want to
was
marry,
God.
maybe a very sensible president will be there by then. Then everything will be okay.
Maybe in the
But
next
no be
20
this year.
years.
Waiting happen now. I want to say waiting.
To every young guy or young lady out there,
See, I'm
it's
just
not.
angry.
It's not. It doesn't end that they call you for rally, then they give you. Let even
Give
say
you how much they
they
want to
give you
give.
10. Let even
I
say
know
it's
that's
10,000 naira.
10,000.
Bros,
What
mind
can
you,
I buy
a
now?
pair of slippers if you're buying original, and of course, when I mean original, you're not buying designers.
14,000 naira.
You understand? Let's say it's not designers.
Okay.
You
Even
understand?
not designer. The one we priced yesterday in call.
See, just open your eyes.
14,000.
Slippers.
You know one thing
Slippers.
about this. Let me say the truth
And
now.
you wear one. For
No
the
matter
rest of- I
how
don't
bad
get
the
it.
economy is, you can still make it. When
Okay.
our grandfathers were young, they were spending 10 naira as
You were
big
spending
money.
10 naira, of course now.
So no matter how, if you like, let it get to 20,000.
Then I heard
The
that
only people
Nigeria was
affected are
okay
those
then.
that are working and collecting salary.
See,
You
I heard
understand?
something.
If you have a business, if they increase bag of rice to 40,000, you go put your own gain.
It is affecting business people.
No,
See,
no.
Okay, wait. Okay, let's see
it
this
will
way.
not affect
Let's see this side.
affect business
Let's
people
look at
as
it-
it's
okay, let's look at
affecting
it this
people
way.
that for the past 4 years, 3 years,
Now, let's
they
look
are
at
on
it.
one
See,
salary.
wait, let's
Things
look at
are
it.
going up.
Let's look at it this way.
Okay.
As a businessman, it's not possible for you to build school for your children. It's not possible to build hospitals for them.
At all.
It's not possible to
Build-
to build schools
Schools
for your
for
children
them.
and all your family children. It's not possible to build hospitals for them. So you're also depending on some other business people who are depending on outside country to import stuffs that would now be, it would have been expensive by then. So now let's say you are making money on your own by doing business. You have workers to pay. You are buying diesel, it has increased. You will recharge light, it has increased. You are sending your children to school. Now, if 40 leave size book now, 100 copies was about 65 naira before, now it's 110 naira. Now it's even about 120. One education without cover now is almost 500 naira. So now
Higher education.
without cover,
education.
without cover, it's
education.
almost 500. When I was in school,
I bought
it was
18 naira.
five that was that 500 naira. 5 higher education was 500 naira.
I
The
remember
one
buying
was
for
100
18
naira.
naira.
So now let's still keep calculating it. You spend more on fuel like that. If you are now using diesel, body, it's 800 naira per liter or something now. Diesel, another thing. Cost of healthcare now, it has skyrocketed. Your child, let's not say you have 5 children. If they are
Who
using
wants to
about
give birth to
about
5 in this
wait, if
time?
they are using about before then you will give birth. Before you give birth, if everything continues like this, maybe one education will be like 1,000 naira.
I don't know if you,
10 will be
you
10K.
understand me.
See, you are
Is
spending
that-
more.
Is
You
that
get angry.
10 years ago,
Mm.
probably, let's say 20 years ago,
Okay.
to rent a house,
It was cheaper by then now.
the price was low.
Yeah.
Everything was low.
Now.
And
and
people
you-
no die. You.
Okay.
Now it got to 5,000.
Mm.
Probably in room 5,000. People see the run
Of
up.
course.
Even though we get 20,000.
Mm.
The people I pity are those that are working and collecting salaries that are not yet increased.
Mm.
If you do business, you add your own gain.
You add your gain.
Commensurate with the economy.
You
That's
spend
why. That's
more.
why. No, even though you spend more, you add
are
that
spending
gain.
more.
You're adding.
That added gain.
Is
See,
on the head of the spending
It
more.
is on the wait. It's on the head. But you've been spending less before on your expenses.
What of the person that
No
the
expenditure
landlord that
and
has a
income.
house? Why is he increasing
Wait.
his house rent?
I bet
Why
my
is he
landlord
increasing
never
his house
increased
rent?
house rent.
Mm.
His
Never
expenses, his personal
So
expenses. has
he-
increased.
he's increasing it on you, the tenant. You're the one paying for his expenses.
Now we too is paying more outside. See, to run business is income and expenditure. When your expenditure is not too much, your income will still be okay for you. But if your expenditure increases, you want to increase your income by putting pressure on your customers. And those
Dangote
customers
last 15 years probably he make like 1 billion a day, but within 6 hours Dangote made more than 200 billion.
See,
So for those that are producing, manufacturing, that have businesses, it
You
is
notice
going
that-
higher.
you
Although
notice
the money
that-
doesn't have value.
I'm sorry.
the
I'm
money
sorry.
does not have that
See, let me
is
tell you
Although-
something.
the money does
I
not
don't
have value.
know.
The money will be
I
plenty,
don't know
but it does not
how.
have value.
I don't know how.
What
this-
is now
I
the
don't know
essence
how
of having
these
plenty
things
money without
works.
value?
All right. I remember sometime this year we still bought Gesha for how much? Titus.
They ever buying
Titus.
titles?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh,
Like
wow.
sometimes this year.
Rich kid.
Now,
250.
okay, 250. Last year, remember last year, there is no day I can't cook noodles without putting Titus.
Try am now.
Wow.
But now, since for like how many months, I've not even bought it
Oh, yeah.
because even whether it's 2 fish set that is even inside. Who that one?
What I'm saying that
Okay,
it's only
now-
affecting
now,
those
wait.
that have a
See what I'm
See,
saying?
no,
collecting
now,
salary.
Now,
You might say it is affecting mostly, but it's not as if it's not affecting business.
No, it's
owners.
affecting- no.
It's affecting.
Now,
See,
why
see
are
what I'm
people losing
saying?
their jobs?
Look
Some
at-
people can't pay salaries again. Some businesses are closing down because of all these things.
See what I'm
So
saying. What I'm
there's
saying-
one that is
what I'm
close to
saying
us
is
here
this.
now. There's one that is close. I won't mention the name, but now they've been owing their salaries. Some of them maybe like 9 months. Since 9 months, they can't even pay their salaries. So
See,
it's part of it.
what I'm saying is this: the owner of Gesha, right, have lost, let's say, one customer, which is me.
Mhm.
Because for a long time now, I've not been able to
And
buy.
not
Right.
only you.
And it's not the
Yes,
only me.
it's not only
So
you.
he's losing.
Of course.
You understand? So it is not whether you are you are into production or you are into whatever. It will affect everybody. Because even egg now, one egg now is 100 naira.
100 naira.
Some 120 depending
Egg
on
that
the
used to
size.
be
One
350
crate
Imagine
of
if
egg.
I
egg that
let's
used to be
okay.
15
If
naira.
imagine like me going to buy egg and they tell me egg is 100 naira and I'm having, I will not eat egg now. I will
Have
just
you bought
walk
one
away.
crate of
Your
bread
egg will be there.
for 300 naira
It go
before?
break.
There's
will
a guy
last
selling
for you.
shawarma in Ogba. He increased it from 500 to 700. I thought that people would not.
People will buy.
The
Why
guy
did he
still
increase the shawarma?
continues
Why
selling.
did you think he
You know one
increased
thing?
See, he
price?
continues to let me
Wait, why did you
500 naira to 700 naira. Probably those that he lost, that 200 naira on.
Wait, why did you
We
think?
use
Wait, why
use
did
to
you think?
recuperate those
Wait,
that
See,
are
let
not
me-
going to buy
wait,
again.
Let me
Wait,
tell you
okay,
something.
let me ask you,
One
why
person,
did you
one
think
person
he
before
increased
now.
the-
Let's
the
say when
money?
you were selling 500 naira. Let's say you go there, you want to buy 2. You didn't know that he has increased it to
Wait.
700 naira. Let's say you thought it was still 500 and you wanted to buy 2. And you now get there, he says it's now 700. How many will buy? It's not
Buy
one.
one now.
It has reduced.
Now it has reduced, and this is it again.
I don't know. Have you done
See,
business before?
See, wait. See,
You
I've
have done
done
business
My
business
parents are
before.
into
See,
business.
if you are doing a business, and let's say shawarma, and to produce one shawarma now is about, let's say, 300, and you are gaining 200 on it. I think they use gas. So now, once gas is expensive, for you to sustain that 200 naira
And that's the
profit,
truth.
you would have to increase it by 200 naira to 700. But that gain, that extra money, you've paid it on the gas. So your profit still remains the
And
same.
again, you are collecting
Demand-
it on the people that are buying it.
once you are collecting the gain, you give it to gas man.
Yes.
So your 200 naira is still there. You are not earning more, but you are spending more.
Let's move on. We have updates on the Ifeanyi's case. According to the trending, 6 of them have been released.
6 of them
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
just
yeah.
have
the
the chef and the nanny. So they are arguing between themselves who they left the child with. The
The
nanny said he
she
went to
out
receive call.
Imagine that,
What kind of call is
that
she receiving?
left Ifeanyi
No,
inside.
I can't blame the nanny.
She
I
thought
can't blame the
Ifeanyi
nanny.
followed the chef to the kitchen. So she
All
went
this
to meet.
stuff, it's
She
negligence.
went to the chef that, okay, where is Ifeanyi? Yeah, the chef said, I thought he followed you. I don't understand. People were thoughting.
Some people were against this. People were just attacking this nanny and blah 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 and stuff. I can't blame the nanny. See, it is only anyone that has not been around children that would easily just blame the nanny. Like, what is the work of the nanny? Is it not to take care of the child? Follow him everywhere. You can't follow child everywhere. Before you say Jack Robinson, you just look your back. Hey, where's this boy? You start looking for the boy. He has gone. That is how little children
So who are you
are.
going to blame here?
See, now, I'm blaming everybody in that house. They say it takes one person to give birth,
Takes
but
a
a whole
village
village to look after that.
train
If it can take a whole village, okay, that boy that I saved that day, that would have entered that gutter. And the mom was just there. The mom was there.
They say, come
She
back.
said, come back. If I was not the one, the child would just enter inside the gutter, maybe injure himself or something.
So
at times,
they are in custody, so
everybody
the 2 of
in that
them will
area,
have
anywhere we find ourselves, just try
to
to look
sort
around.
it out.
Anything
Probably
you
they'll
can do,
take
just
them
save
to
the
court
person.
or whatever. I just pray that they take that son to that solution ground. Probably.
I don't think they can take them to any
should
court
not take any
since
son
they've not been
to
convicted
the-
with
the
any
solution
crime.
ground.
There is no evidence that they harmed the child directly.
Exactly.
So there's nothing that the court can do. They should just
But-
accept
Who
it.
told you son I couldn't?
What would the court do?
Who did he leave the son in?
No, it's not about who
whose
did it.
custody?
See, wait, number one,
See,
there
see.
is no evidence.
Negligence
that he
on
killed-
Let me tell you
negligence.
something.
Negligence.
The nanny will have to answer for it because
Exactly.
one, the child was left
In-
under your
And
custody.
you went
That's
to receive calls.
No, that-
So,
that's-
you need to give account.
That's-
Whatever happens, nobody.
give account.
Wait, now, is she the one? Negligence, fine. The boy was left
There's
under
a
the nanny's
sentence
care.
for negligence. There's a
Wait,
sentence.
Wait, under the nanny's care.
Uh,
He was left under the nanny's care. But the child went away, then got drowned. They will now say, is there any CCTV evidence? Did the nanny kill the child like directly?
You don't understand. You don't understand. This is not the issue here.
We didn't say she killed
She
him,
didn't say she killed.
but
she
she will answer for some
She
other.
She would
has
answer, but
Yeah,
would
that's
she be
because-
sentenced?
See,
Probably
see,
to-
let
No,
me tell you something.
there's
If something
for
happens
slap
to you,
uh,
let me tell you,
attempted murder.
I
There's
had,
sentence now.
I had.
She's not attempted murder.
No, I said there's sentence for.
I know that one. There is attempted
See,
murder, but this one is not
I had a
attempted murder.
nanny that took care of me when I was small. All right. Do you know the reason why my dad sent her packing?
Why?
My parents left. I was a child. All right.
Okay.
They left me with her under her care, and then I was crying. According to my mom, she now put me under the bed to play.
Why will you be crying?
No, actually, you can imagine as a child. So when my mom came back, she told me that my whole body was now red.
See, there's something I always
You understand?
say. See,
Imagine that kind of
there
thing.
is
Are you
no-
not being
see,
wicked because you want to play?
See, there's something
You
I
now
always say.
tell me
See,
you're
and I will
disturbing
keep
me.
saying this thing. There's something I will say. There is no amount, even if you are paying your nanny $1 billion or $1 billion, that can be like your own. Your own.
It
I
can
remember.
be, it can be like, but while you are there at that time,
even when
solve
my
your
mom
purpose.
was
It's that
alive,
simple.
even as grown up as I am, if you are inside, if you are living in my house, you are inside the house, and my mom has not seen you for hours, she'll be like, what is wrong with this person? She'll go inside and come and check you, as grown up as you are.
Yeah.
If he does not come inside, she will call you on phone. Why are you not outside? Other people are outside now. What are you doing? She will query you. Then I'm like, okay, I'm just
The chef
resting.
Choma left his child, went for meeting in Badua.
See, even if you have,
Probably she has been doing that
there's
before.
some
It
things.
can happen.
See,
See, don't even say that.
see.
See, don't say that.
Obviously, you haven't
Don't
been
say
child.
that.
I'm
See, let me
always
tell you
against
something.
all this nanny of a thing.
Let's
Most
say
of
you are a
them-
pastor. Let's
See.
say office of a pastor right now. Let's say you have what's it called, an assignment.
As a
to
man,
do.
it's the man,
Invited
the
you
wife.
outside.
No, it doesn't mean anybody can have an
woman.
assignment now. Don't I have a
The
job?
woman-
I'm
no,
not
it's not
I
about
do.
it. See, anything
I have a
You
job
go
I'm
with
doing.
your nanny.
go with.
You
and
understand?
the
In fact, she
baby
should have
also.
even
No, it
went
doesn't,
with him.
always happen like that.
Since it's
See,
not a
when my
formal
mom
setting.
left me with my nanny,
The nanny
to
did
the
bad
market.
to you.
She went to the market, so she shouldn't go to market because she gave birth to me. What are we going to eat? Don't look at it in that
What
aspect.
about your elderly ones?
My elder brother, how old was he?
How old was he?
He was just 6. He wouldn't have taken
See,
care of
he
me.
would have been able to even secure you more than the nanny.
Let me
Because
tell
you are his
something.
blood. You are his
Don't
blood.
look
This
at it
blood
like
is
this.
thicker than
Let me tell
water.
you something.
Even
When
if you are
someone-
paying nanny, 1 billion.
I've babysitted children.
Mhm.
Provided when their mother is not there, I'm always very, very,
Very
very, very
careful.
careful with
See,
those
you
kids.
can't- you
because
can't-
even if they play and break their hand, now me they go hold
Exactly.
though.
See, you can't
You don't
equate yourself
understand.
with
So you don't be careless with
else.
someone. Even if it's someone else, don't be careless with another
But
person's
let's
child.
also look
as a
at
matter
it.
of fact.
Wait, let's look at
because
it.
if anything happens to that
Do you
child,
know-
you are in
Wait,
for
let's
it.
look at it from this
That's
angle
just
as
it.
well. The child might have been roaming about like that before. It is because this one ended negatively. That is why they are blaming the nanny now. Because the child is like 3 years old.
Who even knows how long she answered the call?
Wait, the child is like
Who
3
even know
years
probably-
old.
That
Wait,
call
wait.
is stupid.
Thank
That
you.
is
See,
stupid.
it doesn't sound right in my ear. Who even know
Like,
probably?
you are-
Choma
there's
has
one-
to
see,
call.
that
There's
making
one thing
Choma
I'm
has to now
sure
call her
of. That
to,
wouldn't
like,
be the first time
how
she's
you
speaking
do?
that call.
You know
It
what
is
I'm
because
saying?
it didn't end well. That is why we are blaming
Let's
the nanny now.
let's move
So
on.
the nanny has done well before.
Just
So it's
we
just
will
bound
watch
to
what
happen at
will
times.
happen.
Always do well.
It's
Before,
just bound to happen
see,
at times.
it could be that she's been careless, but that day, nine
Now because that day you can't
understand?
fuck up,
Yeah,
you can't
no,
nail am.
We can't say.
You can't
see,
say
let
the
me tell you
works all
something.
these
Let me
days.
tell you
No,
something,
when you do one mistake, one
See,
costly
So if
mistake,
you are Davido, you not charge her for anything.
Let me
I
tell
won't
you
charge her for
something.
anything.
Look at you. It's not
I
because
swear to
it's
God,
you.
if I'm Davido, I
Let me tell
swear
you
I will never
something.
charge her for anything.
I don't
It
know
is
if you are-
gone.
I don't know if you're from this kind of family.
Exactly.
It
that
can
I'm
happen
from.
to anybody.
Let me tell you something. I don't know if you're from this kind of family that I'm from.
Mm.
Don't be say you be doing well
Yeah.
every time just because of one single mistake. Your father will not say you're always like this, even though you've been doing well.
Of course,
No,
now
but
that's how
that's
people
not
do.
right. Sha.
That is wrong.
That's wrong.
So,
You know,
okay, you
let's-
do one thing and
Let's
say that's your
let's
true
move
color.
on. Yes,
When you were good,
the
where is
fear
that your
of
color?
the
It's not
Oni
like
of
that.
Ife is the
No, now.
beginning of wisdom. A man says as he sharply marries his wife in court. Yes, now.
Okay, say the fear of on your
It's the beginning
The
of
wife is a
wisdom,
fine woman.
before Oni would
he went to
hijack
marry-
the girl,
Wow. Who go marry me, bye?
marry you.
No, your husband is on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, she don't marry me. Funny, you. And then if I come and marry me,
Ah.
I'll just tell them.
I the one that is saying Shakara for daddy.
Who is daddy?
See me, car.
Who is daddy?
Where is
Eh, See, I sharply go marry my wife before. If you're watching, you want to contribute, you can also get your comments on the live chat so that we can know what you are saying also. To what we are saying here this evening, we talked about Mommy Jill saying that she was in Revelation and God revealed to her the churches that would not go to heaven. The Redeemed, MFM, Deeper Life, Christ Embassy, Sele.
That's a joke.
And,
just chasing cloud.
I was we didn't talk about that policewoman that was brutally beaten. Women are really facing a lot.
Honestly, she told me something the other day. She was walking down the estate, and then this group of guys, this lady here, were calling her because she did not answer. They started insulting her. Even wanted to hit her. I'm telling you.
Inside this estate.
Inside this estate.
I didn't tell anybody.
How did they look at
it?
Yeah.
Some guys, I don't quite get it.
They were calling me. I didn't even answer. It was even walking so close to me. I was trying to be phone from my phone. Like, do you want to sub? Let me sub for you. I didn't even say anything. I didn't answer. So immediately we got out of the estate, they were like, you're not even fine. Very ugly. They started saying all kinds of red. I didn't even say a word because I don't feel trouble beating.
No, forget. So women are going through a lot.
It's tough to be a woman. Especially in the police force. Most of those fine ladies, I used to wonder, how come? If this will happen to this woman, she's not that.
Just look at her body. On top,
there was once a video of a lady that said she was arrested forcefully and then she was kept at the counter or something like that. And then the policeman said she should please accompany him to somewhere in the station. And he wanted to rape her.
Why are men like that? Like all these men, all these
men, when they can't control their urge,
learn to control your sexual urge. It's very, very important.
Stupidity is not even less.
How can you call a lady now? You don't start abusing. If I were you, I swear to, if they will beat me, they will beat me. I will talk back.
How many?
They will beat me. They should beat me.
They were like 3
I will talk back.
Oh, really?
In this estate. I didn't mean it was like Ogba. I didn't mean it was like Ogba.
It's easy for you to say because you're a guy.
But inside the estate. See, it's not every girl that will accept that thing. They will talk. They will raise their voice. Everybody will come outside. Like what kind of even you can even start accusing them of assault. People will defend you. You are a lady.
Let me tell you
at times you need to raise alarm. At times it's not every time you just like keep quiet, let it flow. At times don't be peaceful. You need violence.
Yes.
Not every time.
At times when you notice that people are here.
It's easy for you to say because you're a man. It's not every time.
No, I get angry at those kind of rubbish. Because I'm a man, I can never do that kind of thing. I call a lady now. Let her walk away.
When I was growing up,
wrong.
I loved playing football a lot.
Don't like it at
then
all.
I had a friend, one of my elder brother's friends. He came to the house that day, so I was just playing with ball. He now said, "Let's play together."
Okay.
And then our compound is this very big compound. There's no gate. It's in the village. All right. So he now instead of me, I was inside the compound while he was at the entrance.
Okay.
Then if he always play like the high short for me.
Okay.
Then he now told me, let's change. I should come and face the road.
Okay.
Why
come to the roadside.
The roadside. Why he will stay. And that roadside, like after the road, is a bush.
Okay.
So he will not play. Whenever he wants to play, he will play it until we enter inside the bush.
He will be the one to go and pick the ball.
When I'm going to pick the ball, he will pursue me to the bush. I remember him pushing me down to the front. He was trying to force himself on me countless times. I didn't know how to tell that to my elder brother.
Countless times. You still come and play ball again.
Let me tell you something. Like the first time, I was naive. Forget. See, when
you now continue playing.
When you meet naive people, you don't have to blame them sometimes. I can say this thing now. Like if it was now, I know exactly what to do. But then I was a child and I was naive.
Okay,
but I know the story.
Okay.
Like if I enter the bush to go and pick it, he will not push me. I'll be like, stop pushing me, stop. You'll be like, no, don't worry, I carry it. First time. Second time he played, it was even farther. And I was to go and carry the ball. He still came there. That time he was more aggressive. The third time, as I'm not playing again, as I would tell my brother, he was not big match. Then I didn't even know how I was going to communicate to my elder, but this is what happened. It took me days. I was at some point I was even shaking. If I see him, I will run. I was so scared. You can imagine that kind of thing. Then my brother now observed that I'm no more free with this guy. He now asked me, why are you acting like this? I said, nothing. I didn't know what to say. I was like, would he even believe me? Would he even understand the story? Like, he didn't rape me, but
he attempted.
He attempted. I was so scared. Even up to now, I can't, even if maybe I go back to the village, I can't stay in the same room with him because they thought of
The
that
trauma.
period.
To come back.
Damn. Women are going through a lot of things, honestly speaking.
Lot
Now, the
of
one will
things.
tell you, now you know.
Exactly.
I think there should be a capital punishment for sexual assault and rape.
So
there's
assault
sexual-
that your senators and those that are going to pass the bill are the ones that
That
are
is why
into
the
it.
country is like this. If they can pass a bill that will even be against them, then this country is heading to a good direction.
Do you know
But if they
there's
can't do that, oh,
You know, there's a
Forget
place in
it.
this country where they force girls of like 14, 13 to become a sex workers, and they have to sleep with at least 15 guys in a day.
Where is that place?
In this,
In this
in
Nigeria.
this Nigeria,
At least I remember
15 girls,
Port Harcourt,
15 guys.
how they destroyed their
it's kind of baby
yes,
factories or something
yes,
like
baby
that.
factories. Even one in Abia State.
Man,
Around
sometimes
Oka,
I'm afraid of.
Abia
I'm
State.
afraid. I might want to look detest guys most times.
You want to do what?
Detest.
Guy.
I swear.
All these things they do. I don't know.
Now,
Yeah,
I
see,
hate it.
guys,
I hate it.
just listen to this. I know this story, right? I don't know if the person is going to see this thing someday, but I'll not mention your name. If you feel guilty, that's your business.
Don't mention name, don't mention
I won't. My sister one time was telling me that she heard something that I was like, what did you? He said she just came back from work. It happened in my compound, right? And then there's one girl came to visit her boyfriend, and there were like 3 guys that stayed there. So it was late. She couldn't go home. So they left the bed for her while the guys, they landed on the floor. So while she was sleeping, one of the guys, that is not even the boyfriend, came to the bed and was not sucking her breast.
And at that point in time, she might not know what to do.
She didn't like, she felt it was her boyfriend. So until she now like turned and felt the body, she stood up. According to the story, I wasn't there. I was told. This never is 2 weeks now. She stood up. Now like, now had to call the boyfriend that you should wake up. When you gonna wake up? The boyfriend, guess what the guy did? He didn't know he shot at this guy. He now told him, oh yeah, come to the floor. Just that was it. I felt so bad for that girl. Like,
Okay,
No.
the girl
The guy
told
didn't
the
do anything.
guy
Yeah,
that
and the
this
guy
boy
didn't-
sucked my breast.
yes, and the guy didn't do anything. He only told the guy that he should come to the
Is
fast
the guy
and lie
is the
down.
guy the person that rented the house?
He's not the house.
And
Those
he-
other ones, he accommodated them. You don't understand. Like, I was like,
And the
damn.
girl is still in the
The
relationship.
girlfriend said,
I don't know. Like, the next morning, according to what I heard, the next morning she left and she has not returned. All right. I was like, if I was that girl, like, I don't even know the kind of relationship they are doing to start with.
Exactly.
If I was that
Start
girl,
with
see,
it.
if it was that girl,
Probably
even if we were
she's
getting
not a
married,
serious person to
the
me.
next day, see, that guy is out of my life. I don't
Very
know.
out. See,
Maybe
today-
even if I'm
today-
34 or 35 years, it's out
I
of my
don't-
life.
Okay, you're going to blame
No.
that girl. I blame the
No,
girl
I'm
to an
not
extent
blaming
now.
the girl.
The guy that climbed the bed to come and suck the breast of someone.
Even the reaction
who's-
of the boyfriend.
Like, you don't
The reaction
understand.
of the boyfriend, no, that speaks a lot. That speaks a lot.
Speaks a lot,
No,
actually.
no,
And then the
no.
one that climbed the bed to come and suck free breast.
Ah,
See, some guys, they just need God. They just need.
it's not
God.
about God. See, some people at times you need violence. If someone does
That's
something,
why
I don't
at
even
times
know
that's
how
why they
they
say at times
put it.
an eye for an eye does not let everybody go blind. Do it restricts some kind of
Exactly.
nonsense. When you do something, get your punishment immediately. That's why God will say He created paradise
I've
and He
seen-
created a fire.
Someone told
If
me
you do
that-
anyhow, you
someone
go
told
there.
me
That's
in
just
this
it.
same
There's
Lagos,
punishment.
she boarded a bike, and then the bike was already moving until the bike man now saw a second passenger that he can carry.
That's
So
happened to
she
me
didn't
very
want to
well.
come
This
down.
one
The
has
guy
happened to
just
me
said,
very well.
just enter since you're not going
Yeah,
far.
this one has happened to me
The
very well.
guy came on her body just because you're on
Came.
like I don't know how. Please,
He is himself or what?
Some
I
guys
don't
are
know
The
how.
guy
best-
released.
He released
Her
on
body.
her back.
this kind
She
of-
said she came. When she stopped, she started feeling like what is
this on
happening
my
behind her.
body? Exactly.
How did you guy manage to release on
That-
top of
I
bike?
that's
Even me as a guy, I can't
That's-
complain.
Because-
that's sickness. Now.
because
That one
see,
no
the
be
girl
normal stuff
gets
again.
she has backside though, and you know when you're entering gallop,
Then
you know what
nice,
happens? Let me
jumping
think
up.
like go. The guy not be like go. I don't even know why.
No, I don't understand. I
Like,
want
I
to
don't-
come on top bike.
Like seriously, and then that was it. She said when she came down, this one that the girl is actually close to me. She like gave the guy a very hot slap. You have to change my clothes now. Like the guy had to buy clothes for her.
Huh?
He said, I'm not wearing this
Whoa.
one. She had to change the clothes, and she now made order the kind of clothes. Imagine that girl did not have money. Imagine that the guy was not okay for the guy to afford clothes. That means he's not just any kind of person, but because he just had a
But that is
problem.
a big sickness.
He just
How
had a
can you
problem.
come on top of
and,
bike?
and a lot of people like
Ah.
that.
bike.
See, there's something I used to say in my language that aqua, clothes cover things. Not be everybody will like a for normal. Some people are just so abnormal. Honestly.
So the policewoman now, she said because the senior officer, the man is a senior officer to her.
Yeah,
and
this
then
year.
he asked her out, and he said she is a married woman, that she's not in for any relationship whatsoever in the office. Now she is always bringing up all kinds of accusations against the woman just because she did not give in to his request.
What kind of thing is this?
Now he beat her, he stripped her naked and beat her like that.
What kind of heartless? See, these are the kind of people that doesn't need to be in the police force. You sack them. There's
so many.
Don't investigate, don't question, just sack, straight up, sack him. Collect everything from him. I wonder how he's going to face his wife.
Did you see the woman's body?
But why were you sacked? No, how would he take his
everything
wife?
boils down to the leadership of Nigeria. There is no reward system, and there is
Let's look
no
at the family.
punishment
It takes
system.
a lot to train the lady.
See, that's just
If you're a father, if you have a child, as a
Honestly,
lady, it
it's
I
takes
think Nigeria needs to adopt. Okay, maybe when a very good person becomes Nigeria's president, and we have a majority of good people in the House of Representatives and House of Assembly, they can pass a law like the Chinese law. Let there be a big punishment and a big reward. If you do good, they will reward you. And if you do bad, just face the punishment. Even if it's to sentence you to life imprisonment or like death. See, our cells are full already. We need people to just go. They shouldn't just be there eating free food and not even pay house rent and the likes. They should just go. Some people are not worth breathing at all because of their character. Some people are not even worth it at all. China, you cannot even steal. Once you have stolen public fund, you know you've signed death warrant already.
As a girl child, you're walking on the road alone.
If you rape, if you sexual assault, just go.
You're not even sure of the next thing that will happen to you.
No.
Honestly,
some guys are just something else. They're just human.
Even some guys, they say, some guys will tell you the person's appearance. There are some people that will cover
appearance.
everything.
What kind of stupid appearance?
They will still rape them. I don't understand.
Appearance. That one is just flimsy excuse. Appearance. You cannot control your own sexual.
Okay, let's talk about the landlord son that raped the 8-year-old daughter of a tenant. Is it appearance?
Julie, a lot of things have happened to me in this life. I remember when I left secondary school, I actually started working at a very young age. So the first job that I got, the company gave me an apartment, even though I was living off my parents under the outside of their care. The man was a policeman, and his name I feel like I should just mention his name because he did rubbish. He was a policeman. Maybe he's still one, I don't know. And he was married. See my room, see theirs. This man, he just came back. He didn't remove his clothes because that day I was on off. And I didn't even lock my door because the weather was hot and there was no light. So I just opened my door, but my curtain was closed. All right. So I just lay down to rest. Then the next thing, I saw someone on top of me like this. I'm not lying. This is no joke. Like, this is real. On top of me like this. I'm like, what is in that? Shh. Like, seriously. I had to shout. I had to shout. And the wife was inside their room. Just there. I had to shout. He was asking me that he's sorry. That he's going to buy that. I was young. I was just 16.
Exactly.
I was just 16.
Can you imagine? 16. 90% of Nigerian girls have been through a lot of sexual assault,
harassment,
rape, sexual harassment.
You don't understand,
which is very, very wrong.
It's the one they tell
and
you
they have
that
destroyed most of their
you
lives.
know,
When you look at a lady, they have destroyed. You see, that's why they
Imagine
cannot.
this lady that
That's
said,
why when I see some girls
father,
behaving society, I don't blame them because I don't know what happened when they were
exactly. Our own father raped her. She gave birth to 4 kids for her father. Now she gave birth to her own siblings.
She gave birth.
Is it 5?
4 kids. Who?
4 kids. A lady is on Linda Ikeke's page. She gave birth to 4 kids.
Okay,
Now
we have other. Well, God will give.
That's why some men will prefer male children and
Exactly.
not have female after, because for you to train a girl
even
child,
if you have male child, those guys those rapists, they were not trained well in their home. If you are being trained well, that you don't assault a woman, you learn to control your sexual
Just
urge.
imagine that day I was inside my own room. Not that I came outside. I wasn't naked. I was inside my room.
Nobody will go outside and
pass his room, enter my own room, open my curtain, enter my room. Seriously speaking,
no.
This is the first time I'm ever sharing this. I don't like talking about it.
It's not about giving birth
Because
to
if
female
I didn't shout that day, what if there was nobody in the compound? What if the wife was not inside their room? What would have happened to me? And I was just 16.
Yeah, let's list some qualities that makes a real man.
Qualities that makes a
Quality,
real man.
one major quality that makes a man is self-discipline.
Discipline.
If you can say no to some
Self-discipline.
certain things,
and that to
like
me
this
that's
thing I
what
will
it is.
never do.
Self-
That's
and
what makes a man.
That's
If you can't discipline yourself,
to
you are
me,
nothing.
that's the one and
That's
the
just
only
one
thing.
and
Only.
thing. Yes.
Because
One
every
and
other
only
thing
thing.
is second around it.
Once you have this
Self-discipline.
self-discipline, there is nothing you cannot do.
There's
Like,
nothing. No.
you have this self-discipline.
What of
I'm
a
not
real woman?
a real man.
A real woman, women, over to you.
No. Now you be man, we go talk.
Now, from man's perspective, I think no say self-discipline for man is
Because
very
you are a
sacrosanct.
No, the
and
receiving
important.
person is what I would say. The real man is.
What do you think
Okay.
makes a woman?
A woman,
Quality.
a woman. I think. A woman. I wouldn't. For a man, we can just say a word, which is self-discipline.
Yeah.
But for a woman, one major
That's
thing.
root.
You
That's
can
right.
see everybody.
See this
see,
already there, not the reaper.
see, for a woman too, I would say self-discipline first.
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline first, and then every other thing follows. Because
See,
when you are disciplined,
No,
just
a real
see,
woman is one woman that takes charge over her life.
that is self-discipline.
See, every other
That's
thing.
If you can't discipline
No,
yourself, you can't take
it's a
charge.
different thing. So
No,
discipline.
it's the same thing. I wanted to say,
It's the
I
same
wanted to say
thing.
that too, because self-discipline, right? If you're self-disciplined, you won't be a talkative.
One,
You won't be a gossip.
you know when to
You
talk
will
and
not
when
be
not
like
to
parrots.
talk.
You
Of
understand?
course.
If you're self-disciplined,
You-
you will know how to respond to others.
To others.
Everything is just around it.
You learn how to
You will
mind
not
your
be
business.
Mind your business.
Mind your business.
Exactly.
That's just it.
Mind your business.
And because some people are not disciplined enough, that's why they can just do anything and accept anything. Yeah.
I think when it
not
comes to-
feminists, though. Feminists, they're not real
No.
men.
No,
No,
it's not about
feminism
feminists.
is
It's not
about
about that one.
Because
And I think parents too, they have a great role
to
in
play.
because government won't come to various homes and start training children.
Government
It
train
is
your
those
children.
parents that will train
Government will
them.
spoil them.
Discipline.
Society will spoil your children for you.
The society starts from the family.
From the family, from the
Because
home.
because they say bring a child to me now to anywhere. The first few years of the child's life will determine the rest of the life because that is the foundation.
Yeah.
Some children now that have seen domestic violence maybe from their dad or their mom, that thing will never leave their brain. It will shape their idea about marriage. They'll be like, I can't trust guys anymore. I can't allow guys to do this thing
like
for
someone
me.
like
You
me,
know,
when I see a woman shouting and talking down on the husband,
I don't like it.
I don't even know how I
don't
feel
like
because
it.
I would not be like, the first day I saw it, I was like,
I can
does
be
he
a-
exist?
see,
Like,
I
because
can
it's only in the movies. I've
Mhm.
never
exactly.
for
never
one day
experienced
experienced
it.
it in my house.
I used to say
My
this.
mom will walk away. My
She won't even
dad
say
is
anything.
like an army man. When he's talking, don't talk.
my
But my
dad
mom
have not
will walk
see,
away.
my dad would
just for
rather
peace to reign.
go silent. He will not even
But
talk.
then that's
There is
they'll be
something I
like
used to
calling
say.
names.
There's
Oh
something I
really?
used to say,
Oh
like,
God, no.
I know that I can be very, very troublesome, but in some parts, I can be very, very wise. I can't imagine myself shouting on a man.
If that man
The
raises
person
and
I'm
hits you,
dating.
you are done.
The
You are
person I'm
doomed.
with, like this person, I love this person, and I'm with this person. I can shout at other men, but this person that I'm dating, that I am with, there's this level of respect that you have to give this to this, even though it's not going to end up anywhere, but it's still
At least you are calling that
in
respect.
that respect.
But it's not okay to only restrict that kind of
That's what
respect.
I know it's not
to the
okay.
one- to the ones
because
you love
there are some
only.
men outside there
Because
that are
before-
very,
You forget there are some men who does not
Wait,
deserve
wait,
respect
wait.
outside.
There are
And
some
I'm not gonna
people-
do
there are
that.
some times,
respect.
you know,
If a man deserves
there's something.
respect, I'll
Bro,
definitely
If
it's not
someone
true.
starts disrespecting himself, I'd rather walk away than fight him
Than
because
fight, exactly.
he is very. He does not have shame.
Do
And
you
me, I
know-
have shame. I'll just give him one punch line and leave. But hey,
See,
you are now
see,
exchanging
in
words.
this life,
You will just lose your own training.
I grew up.
You
with
now
my-
start
I
doing
grew up-
what
I
you are
grew
not
up with my
supposed to do.
granny.
even though the lady shouts at me, I said a woman is one that is taking charge of her life.
Mhm.
She's taking control of her life. She's independent. She knows when to say yes and no.
And
I'm going to say no.
So whether you shout or not, probably are shouting when you're supposed to shout.
Shout when you're supposed to shout. And when you're supposed to keep quiet,
And-
just
and-
I
And
don't
there's
like
some people
men
that
who-
when you're supposed to shout, they will not tell you you're a woman. See the way you're talking. Some men can be just so annoying. They will not make you feel so stupid.
That should not
You're
move
just
you
being
now.
sick.
And
see.
there are some
Do you know
men
that
that-
silence? That silence of women. Women don't know the power of silence.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
Back then, when I was in my village, I remember my grandma sent me on an errand. So coming back, I was just developing breast. Yes. So there was this guy on bike. He just pressed my breast like this
You mean-
and zoomed off. I stood there. I was
Not
just
to
shout.
stone.
I was just shouting, butterfly. I was just cursing the guy. Then people passing that don't know what happened. They were not saying, see this one. They did not train her. They were just talking. They didn't know what happened to me. And I'm expressing myself. The guy is not out of anger. They are not abusing me.
There's a story that a man got married to twin sisters. You said
Yes,
that.
in
But
Osun State, I think
he
it's
said no, he didn't get married to twin sisters. He got married to the Kehinde
okay, but you just
and
took
not
pictures together.
like
Maybe the other one now offered herself.
Offer what?
it's happening now. Now that we thought that women will not be marrying, their men will marry three women.
Of course.
In UK, it's not in Nigeria. In UK.
In this present economy.
Yes, now.
It's not just Nigeria that is this economy. Everything is just all over the world. Things are happening.
Things are happening, but Nigeria is just like the leading.
You know that
leading
Nigeria
leader.
own is obvious.
Of course.
Because our leaders are very, very selfish.
They are self-centered.
So
Very selfish. What do you want to do with all this money?
Honestly.
At their embezzling.
Okay, yes,
So,
we are losing daylight. We say thank you very much. We are getting to the end of the program. Web Watch on Flip TV. Thank you very much for being part of the program. For those that have not commented, yes, let your comments keep on. We'll read it next time. We'll come on the live program. Once again, I'm Christian Chuku.
And I'm Zubi Glad. Thank you so much for watching.
I am Adele Aguilar. Thanks for watching.
And I'm Olajide Taufik Olamide. Thank you for watching Web Watch.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.